Hi everyone, I'm Naomi Moss and welcome to my Explain a Concept on Phonation. Today we are going to be talking about the larynx. The larynx is a structure in your neck that houses your vocal folds. This is where your voice is produced. Now let's look at some of the important parts of the larynx. The first diagram shows the different cartilages of the larynx. These cartilages act as a framework for your vocal folds and serve as attachment points for muscles that help produce your voice. The thyroid cartilage is in purple, the cricoid is below the thyroid colored in pink, and the epiglottis is the leaf-like structure in green. The epiglottis covers your larynx when you eat so that food does not go into your lungs. The arytenoid cartilages are also represented with orange. There are two of these, which we will be able to see better later in this video. These help position your vocal folds depending on which muscles are being used. Now let's talk about how the vocal folds actually work. The vocal folds must close and vibrate to create sound. Vibration is caused by air pushing through the closed vocal folds. Your voice stops when you open your vocal folds. Your voice can go higher or lower depending on how tense the vocal folds are. The lower is the looser they are, and the higher when the vocal folds are tight. Now that we know that the vocal folds function either by opening and closing or tightening and loosening, let's talk about which muscles help these movements. These diagrams show the vocal fold tensor and relaxers. On the left in yellow, we have the cricothyroid muscle. This muscle will tense the vocal folds. Then in the diagram on the right, the muscles in red are the thyrovocalis and the thyromuscularis. The thyrovocalis is the inner part of this muscle. It tenses the vocal folds, making your voice go higher. And the thyromuscularis is the outer part, and it relaxes the vocal folds, making your voice go lower. Also, an important part of this diagram is the lateral cricoarytenoid in green. This does not tense or relax the vocal folds, but it does help close the vocal folds. When looking at this diagram, we can see how these muscles attach to the cartilages mentioned before. Other muscles that close the vocal folds are the oblique arytenoid muscle and transverse arytenoid muscle. The oblique arytenoid muscle is in pink and the transverse arytenoid muscle in yellow. In this diagram, we can also see the posterior cricoarytenoid in blue. This is the only muscle that works to open your vocal folds, stopping your voice. I hope this explanation helped you better understand the larynx, including the role of its cartilages and muscles in producing and controlling the voice. Thank you for watching my Explain a Concept presentation, and have a good day.